You know, I think it's about time that we talk about furries. Furries are hands down one of the biggest communities on the entire internet. And if you don't know what a furry is, let me unfortunately give you a brief rundown. Furries are people who identify with animals who have human characteristics.
These are some of my favorite things to do as a furry.
Kind of like cartoon characters, and over the past several decades they've grown a community of people who like to express themselves as who they are. Props to them, because I could fucking never. A lot of furries are a huge part of the LGBT barbecue community. I don't personally have an issue with. I support the LG barbecue community. We gang for life. Yeah. I don't know the gang signs. Ever since the furry community spawned in, it hasn't had the best reputation from the public eye or from people you would consider normies, which aren't people who are chronically online 24/7, aware of every single type of internet community, which is unfortunately me, my bad. Your grandpa might low-key think that they belong in a mental asylum, and to be honest, most of them do. And I want to talk about how their actions have kind of just outright ruined the furry community as a whole, and how it has had such a negative impact on the furries' reputation. I'm a huge fan of art, and whenever I see different types of art on my Twitter feed, I'm thrilled. But every now and then the Twitter algorithm decides to ruin my day. No. Ruin my entire fucking week by showing me some furry art. Now you're probably wondering, furry art? How is that weird? How is that gonna ruin your day, bro? It's just, you know, cartoon doggos. Maybe some cats and dragons and shit. Nah. I don't know if you're fully aware of this, but Twitter is basically Pornhub 3.0. And when it comes to the furry art, God forbid you type in furry in the Twitter search bar. All you're gonna see is some furries with some chungus, big ass ball sacks everywhere, bro. I'm talking giant cocoa melons, 19-inch slongs, bro, the size of my fucking monitor. Imagine you're some regular normie. You don't know what a furry is. You don't know what the furry community is. What the fuck is a furry, am I right? And then you just see a drawing of a fucking dragon with a magnum-sized dong, bro. Ain't nobody trying to see that. The amount of furry not safe for work corn art which is produced on Twitter is, y'all need to get some bitches, bro. I'ma keep it a $1.50 because that shit is not okay at all. And I get some people do it because they get paid to commission like not safe for work art, right? But like, I guess that kind of influences a bunch of other people to just draw not safe for work furry shit. Please, that's not the only thing you can draw, bro. That is not the only thing you can draw. Like big schlongs and like big nutsacks. Like, no, I'm not trying to see that on my feed. I don't even know why it's on my feed to begin with. It's just so cursed, bro. It's actually like so cursed. Whenever I think of the furry community, that's the only thing that pops up into my head because that's all I see. Remember that time in 2023 when Twitch allowed creators to be artistic when it came to nudity on their platform? Guess what community spawned in? I'm talking instant onto the platform like your son Goku. Yes, you guessed right. The furry community. The first hour that Twitch allowed this rule, every single furry not safe for work artist swarmed onto the platform and polluted the entire art section with not safe for work art.
This is the art section of Twitch, and there's a reason why it's all blurred. This is all filled with nudity across the board. Fox nudity, alien nudity, furry nudity, every type of nudity.
And it was so bad, like it was extremely bad to the point where Twitch had to revert the policy back to the old policy because they were like, oh, yo, this is getting out of hand. And this alone gave the furry community such a bad look, bro. It made them look so down bad. It just made them look like all they care about is just sexual stuff. That's what represents the community. It's just not safe for work. And this entire situation also leads me into my next point, which is the furry community is just horny as hell, but you don't need to go to horny jail on some real shit because you guys seem extremely deprived of a woman's touch.
And they're both boys.
Hypersexualizing is something that's common across every community at this point. The ego community, they be doing the ahego face and doing those seductive dances and shit. The e-boy community, they be doing thirst traps, trying to lower their voice, trying to sound like Corpse Husband for some reason, when in reality, their voice is higher than Alvin and the fucking Chipmunks.
3 little birds sat on my...
The VTuber community also have a lot of not safe for work art, which is inevitably unavoidable at this point. It's just crazy how people are just always sexualizing things for content, bro. And then there's the furry community. Motherfuckers be tweeting how they want back shots from a horse on a regular Sunday, bro. Like, what? Maybe I just don't understand the community. But from just a person who has moral standards, this shit is weird to me, okay? It's just so weird. Definitely another reason to the list of why the furry community is cooked right now. I'm talking baked like some scones in the oven, bro. Fried like some McDonald's chips.
I'ma drop the top of my bench. You don't need no half of my sins.
One thing the furries love to do is roleplay. It's kind of like a tradition in the furry community. If you don't roleplay, you ain't one of us. You don't belong here. You're banished for eternity. You have to hang the furry suit in the closet as if you're Spider-Man retiring, bro. Like, you can never touch the suit again if you don't roleplay. There's a lot of memes about how as soon as you talk to a furry, they instantly start role-playing when you're texting them. Like, who even role-plays anymore? It's 2024, bruh. Role-playing was big in like 2013, 2015 era. Like, literally, no one does that shit. But grown-ass people in furry suits still do this thing, bro. Like, I know damn well you're not like 25 years old in a furry suit role-playing to some randoms on the internet. Like, oh, but only... Twitch's cat is. Please get some fucking mental help, bro. Creeps are really inevitable when it comes to like really niche things. Something which is really unordinary, like, you know, dressing up in a furry suit. There are a lot of furries who are young and in these communities, and there's always new people who are discovering the community and trying to get into it because it looks interesting, which literally there are hundreds of stories of people getting exposed in the furry community, especially when it comes to like the artists, the creators, especially. It's always the fucking content creators, bro. It's kind of gross. I don't really want to go deep into a story, but there are a lot of Reddit forums talking about the impact this has had on the community and how much it has kind of just ruined it as a whole. Anyone associated with being a furry is just labeled as an instant creep because of all these other people. But one thing I want to mention is that not every furry is just a creepy weirdo. It's not the community as a whole which is creepy, but it's the individual. Literally, most of the furries are just as regular as me and you, and I really don't want this video coming off as like a hate video. 9 times out of 10, most people who put on the fursuit are just as regular as me and you, bro.
I say right foot creep, ooh, walking with it.
Yeah, nah, I take everything I said back.
I know that they see the paper changing, no.